Hello, Eugene. Can you tell us who you are and where you're from?
Hey, my name is Eugene Lefrancois. And right now I'm living from Kaministiquia. I'm living in Kaministiquia, but I was from a little place called Sandpoint, and McDermott and Nipigon. That's where I used to live.
So I understand that you're an injured worker. Could you tell us how you got injured?
Okay, so I was a laborer all my life. Then I went to work in the bush. For 4 years, I not a scratch. And then in 1985, trees hit me. And the reason the trees hit me is while I was cutting the tops of the tree, my partner started winching at the same time. Because, in the bush, you're running pretty fast. And he seen me not cutting, and then he said he seen me cutting, but it was too late. Trees came over and like rat-tailed me and hit me all over. They broke my back. They broke my leg. My knee is dislocated. My back is broken, and I'm pretty sure I got whacked in the head a few times. But I can't tell you for sure because it was a blur. Life effects from this injury. Well, I used to work with my body. I was a laborer, a mechanic. I used to, take problem trees out. They call it now an arborist. I used to go dance into limbs and take out limbs from wires around hydro wires. I used to move houses. I couldn't do any of that. I couldn't do any of that labor work. And I loved that labor work. I couldn't do any of it. I could do it, but no employer would hire me because wasn't as fast as all the other guys, and pretty slow. So what really affected me was I lost my life. How I made my living, and help me because I was a student. They would not help me, and that was a fight there right from the day I told the guy. I went to university, but that was it. I should never have ever have said that. But being honest and wanting to work, wanting to do stuff, couldn't do it. I had 18 surgeries on my knee and hip over time from 1985 to 2 years ago was the last surgery. Not fun when you have to learn how to walk again every single time. The best and worst of WSIB, the worst is when they wouldn't retrain me for anything. What I got from retraining from the WSIB was how to conduct yourself in an interview and how to write a resume. One little story is I happened to tell my counselor at that time that I quit drinking. Oh, you're going to be a drug alcohol counselor, and he closed my file. No training, no nothing, just closed my file because I happened to quit drinking. If that was the case, we would have an awful lot of drug alcohol counselors in this world right now. That was the worst. The best, I guess, and I can't even call it the best, is when I got pensioned off. My first pension was 10%, $197 is what I started out with in 1986. I got hurt in 85. I was pensioned off in 86. So they knew right then and there that I had some issues. But did they retrain me? Did they spend any? Oh, no, because you are a laborer. We are throwing you on the scrap heap of humanity. You don't deserve to work because you're just a laborer, and laborers are a dime a dozen. We don't need you in the workforce. And it was tough to raise a family on a little bit of money. So a lot of shit happened. So when I got pensioned off big time, after my last I broke my ankle. I was coming off of a stairs, and the knee dropped me. It just gave out. The knee gave out and dropped me, and my foot happened to be pointing down, and I landed with all my weight on that ankle. They said it was shattered. I'm still walking on it, but it's not getting easier. What changes would I like with the WSIB? If you have a severe enough injury that you cannot return to your pre-accident employer's employment or work, you can't do that, then find you something that you can do. There's lots and lots of testing out there where they can find a job for you. When I was tested, I was either a parking lot attendant, and there is none in Thunder Bay, or a lawyer. That's what they told me. You can be a lawyer or a parking lot attendant. That's a big range, and there's a lot of jobs in between. But no, they said, well, there's no parking lot attendants in Thunder Bay, so you can't do that. And you didn't make enough money when you were working in the bush to get the lawyer training. So we can't do nothing. So we'll close your file. That's got to be changed. People want to work. I've been president of the Ontario Network Injured Worker Support Group. I have never heard of anybody who says, oh, I'm so glad I got injured because now I can live the way I want to live. I have never heard that. One of the biggest fallacies in right now happening to workers is they think that when they get injured, they're going to be taken care of by the WSIB. They think that, oh, my wages will be covered, and if I can't go back to work with my accident employer, I can go do anything. That is wrong. And they're all workers in Canada, North America, in the world, are one step away from destitution and thoughts of everything, your family falling apart, everything in between. That is not right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eugene. I know it's hard to go through this story again, but I think it's helpful to do that. We thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you for entertaining us. Thank you.